Hi, Glenda Doyle here. I want to show some of the changes that have taken place over the last week since I did the last video. There's more flowers blooming now, some changes that we have made around the place, and we've got supposedly some bad weather coming in tonight, so I want to get pictures of some of this before it possibly gets messed up through the bad weather. So I'll take you on a little tour right now. So here we go.
You can see that dogwood.
Okay. This little dogwood is in full bloom right here. Don't know how well this is going to show up. The lighting is cloudy today. All that bad weather, I guess, getting ready to move in. It's earlier in the week they were predicting possible hail, but I don't know if that's still the case or not. But anyway, more rain, which we really do not need. I don't know if we're ever going to get our garden planted. Just seems like it's too wet or something. So anyway, last week I transplanted my blue bachelor buttons across the front fence here. Some of those were getting so big they're like about ready to start blooming, and so there we go. Yeah, all the way across. First thing I had to do is get all the weeds pulled out of that bed, and that took two forevers. And then this oops, along the fence I got a lot of weeds and what have you pulled out of the flower bed there. Got some oriental lilies getting on up there. Should be blooming before too long. And a few of the tulips that the deer didn't get, they're still hanging in there. Ooh, I see I missed one of the blue bachelor buttons is over in this bed. I guess I'll just leave it. But some of this is the summer phlox that come up in here. Had these, I think it'll be the third year maybe. They just bloom and bloom and bloom. But let's go along here. Planted this flower bed out front here. Finally got it cleared out, and so our grandson is getting married in May. Their colors are like kind of the purple and whites and peach. So these petunias in the center, some Dusty Miller, like a ring of it around the purple petunias, and then on the outer edge I have sort of a peach apricot color of dianthus that I'm hoping really going to spread and fill this in. I don't know. We're about 6 weeks or so till the wedding date, and I see something looks like maybe been digging this bed. That's not a good thing. But it should be very pretty once it fills in. And of course, this is the other side of my blue bachelor buttons. They all have transplanted really well. And some of them were so big I didn't know how well they would hold up, but I got them in, watered them. I'd plant about, I don't know, 6, 7, 8 at a time, and then I would go ahead and water them in, and we got a rain shortly after that, and that really helped. And over here I'm getting ready to plant a another climber. My husband just dug the holes a while ago. I have one that's called America. It's a pinkish peachy color, and my Don Juan, the red Don Juans that I had there, just never did do well. The golden showers that's on here now, the yellow, have done great, but yeah, so I'm going to replace those. I'll just do that today. And then down this way, Got some more candy tuft, and those plastic bags are covering up my dahlias, and which I'm a little afraid to uncover quite yet. It seems like when I think it's warm enough to do so, they're calling, I think, Friday night down in the 30s. So they're coming up. Don't know if all of the dahlias made it through the winter, but several of them have. I've checked, and they're, yep, I see one right down there that's come through. That's Shasta daisy, some yarrow that's starting to bloom. This is a pink dianthus right here that they said it was an annual last year. Well, somebody mislabeled that one because it has come back. That's just got a couple of little blooms on it. And this rose here is supposed to have been a climber, and it is not. It's kind of struggled. I got some dead wood on there I need to cut out of there. Still got some stuff to do with these beds, but most of it are done. Just going to cover those dahlias. I'm really anxious to see how many of them did make it through. And this is sage, the purple here, coming back. And some of my blue salvias right there, coming back. And I planted one more right here, the candy tuft. I really do like candy tuft. It's just such a pretty, showy white. And then this dianthus I took out of a bed in the backyard. I have 3 of those that made it through, and I redid that bed, so I took the dianthus out and replanted those. And this climber rose here, I guess it's really taken off again. I've had to trim this thing back several times since we got it. And my corner bed over here, this is a red dianthus here. Got some Shasta daisies, of course back in the corners there is where the dahlias are. Some more of the summer phlox, with a couple of weeds in the middle. And this is a type of coreopsis over here. Can't remember the exact type, but it keeps coming back. And still, see, I missed a few of the blue bachelor buttons. There's still a lot of them that came up. It's out in the grass that I'm probably not going to worry with them. My granddaughter's trying to plant her some flowers so she can have those. And in this bed, I still haven't done much on it this spring. Got some weeds I got to get out of here. But I noticed that my daylilies over here, apparently the deer got in here and munched on some of the blades of this foliage. I wondered why some of them looked shorter than the others, and I got to looking close, and I said, oh. I have some bloom flowers in here, some more of the summer phlox. This is a type of coreopsis right here. About 3 years ago or so, this one, and I have one on the other side. I was in Lowe's. It was getting late in the year, well, late in the summer, and found these for like 25 cents a piece. And they have just, bloomed and just keep coming back and spreading more and more every year. And these are some tulips that the deer didn't get those. I just had a few of those that came up. Some of those, this is probably their maybe 3rd year that they've come back. But yeah, I haven't done much to this bed at all. I've got to get it cleaned out. And across the front of the house, I don't know what's happened to my liriape. I had to cut it back or something. It was looking better than that back in the winter. Don't know what happened, but I'm going to plant some coleus. I got some different types of coleus I'm going to put in there. Had them in there last year and they did wonderful. And then of course across the front of the house here, all of that's coming out. We're going to rework those beds. There's some soil in there that's just kind of, I don't know, clay. We just didn't get it all cleaned out. First built these beds, and my hostas, for some reason, I got 2 different kinds, and I want to get all the same, but I want them all to be the same size. You know, when I plant them, the ones that's there are really big, and then in the corner there and over on the other side, I've got some columbine, and of course we kind of repeated the same over here. Had put in some coral bells kind of in between, and there's one. It didn't do too good. Well, that one looks alright, but some of them lost. But columbine blooming. Yeah. So back here, didn't know if my clematis was going to come back for this arbor, but it looks like it has, and it looks like I've got to pick it up, put it back on the arbor down there. Yes, going the wrong way. There's a weed in there I missed. Nandinas. One of them has really grown a lot, but I don't know, these other 2 just kind of sitting there not doing much. And this stuff right here, that's some more of the summer phlox. And those things are really, they just bloom all summer. They really are pretty. The more I cut them back, the more they seem to bloom. And I see my clematis starting to shoot up there on this side. I bought 2 more the other day because I thought those weren't coming back, but I may go ahead and put them on there anyway. And let's see, Scabiosa right here. It's a tall purple looking flower on it. Another one there. This is a type of Coreopsis here. And another Scabiosa. Some more of the yarrow. This is a pink yarrow. Sort of reddish, more of a red, sort of fades to a pink. And that's the soft touch holly. Jeez. Some more of the blue bachelor buttons. How did I miss that? Well, I'll just leave it. And some weeds down here. And then this right here is a speedwell. Veronica speedwell. Has a spiky purple bloom. And this is one of the dianthus that I moved from the back. And then gladiolus are coming on up. And that right there is more of the blue salvia trying to come back. And I also have dahlias kind of planted along in here. This is a lily. Makes a really deep red bloom, very pretty. And then this clematis is really doing good. It has a lavender bloom on it. And the other one on the other side, thought it had died. Had to cut back all the dead stuff on it, but it's starting to come back out, starting to climb. I gotta get out here one day and put something there for them to cling to besides just the structure there. And more glads, more scabiosa, another oriental lily, and down in there is a hydrangea that I don't know if it's going to do anything or not. It just hasn't done well there. I may have to move it. And this is the other day I covered up, any of these little mounds you see, or the plastic that's got a dahlia covered. More glads. There's an aster right there. This is more yarrow. This is these are some blue iris. It's tall bladed plant there. Have not bloomed yet. Got those out last year. And then this right here is another sage, purple sage. And more lilies. This one here should be blooming for too much longer. Those are oriental lilies. There are several different colors. And even more. They're doing really well. Of course, all the daylilies. Some more of the scabiosa. More lilies. Another soft touch holly there. More lilies. And some more dianthus. And of course, going around dianthus, more dianthus, candy tuft. This is a lavender plant that's done pretty well, but the only one that came through the winter. All my other lavender plants died. Then I've got another hydrangea in there, and it hasn't done too well there either. It's better than that other one over there. This is a mum, and it comes back really pretty in the fall, so I really don't want to get rid of it. There's some more of the blue salvia, and this is the same kind of rose I have on the other side. It's a pinkish peach color. This is a Russian sage. I hope it comes back, does well. Of course, you know, the dahlias across here, and this is one of the other dianthus that I moved the other day. They transplant pretty easily for me. Here on our maple trees, leaves on it, and we've got several dogwoods blooming around the place here. Out in the woods, there's several. This is very pretty right now. Over that direction, and we look down where it drops off down through the woods. See a lot of them blooming down through there. This big bed out here is going to be probably one of my next projects. Cleaning it out, the weeds out of it, and because I want to plant that. I got a whole lot of seed I want to put in there. Flowers, cosmos, oh gosh, a lot of different types of, some of them wildflowers and whatever. There's also some of the blue bachelor buttons. They're in here each year also, and I see several of those are up. But yeah, gotta get this cleaned out, because I need to get that stuff planted as soon as I can. Of course, I've got these iris and daylilies. I'm trying to get all that filled in all around the edges of this bed. And we still don't have the garden planted. Just can't seem to get it to dry out before we get another rain. And they're said we may get rain every day next week. Oh my. My peas and beets, I haven't been out here in a few days. Check this out. This ground is still wet from that last rain. This is some beets right here. They're looking good. And I'm finally seeing carrots coming up. I replanted some more the other day. which I wasn't seeing very many on this end, and I still don't see much. I don't know what the problem is with that. Now I see a few, and then we got the peas. Got to get and the lettuce. Oh, look at that! Yeah. Won't be long. We'll have to get a cattle panel up here. We're gonna make an arch from one side to the other. Put the peas to climb. Probably need to do that pretty soon. Looks like some of them are already putting a few little runners on them. And this stuff in the middle is 2 types of beets. So, see the pig. He must be in a chicken house. But I'm going to be transplanting maybe today if I have time. The strawberries over into one of these bigger beds. I haven't looked at the strawberries, but from here it looks like there's some blooms. I don't think I've waited too long to move them, but I'm still kind of not totally convinced I need to move these. There's a whole lot of them there. Well, they've done pretty well here. Yeah, we're getting covered up in blooms. Little berries on some of them. But keeping these mulched has helped them a lot. The biggest problem though is not protecting them from crows and I think mice, rats. I don't think rabbits have gotten to them. Because when we get our fence up, it would be hard for a big rabbit anyway, to go through the fence. We're getting ready to put up new fencing. So I don't know. I'm just kind of not sure at the moment. I need to move these. They have done really well there, except for, like I said, the things get to them and destroy them. The crows will just go in and peck them and mess them up. I have probably thrown away twice as many as I ever get, just because of that. They are a real nuisance around here, and I don't know what to do about it. But it's a little cool today. I repotted some peppers today and ground cherries. I've never done ground cherries, but I'm going to try them. I've heard they're good. My husband out there repairing the lawnmower. We were at the church yesterday. He was mowing, hit a root and tore up something. So got to get the lawnmower fixed and see if he can get our yard mowed today before that rain gets here. I didn't check out the wheelbarrow, but the wishing well, the snapdragons seem to be doing pretty good in there. But I've got over 200 tomato plants and probably close to 80 maybe pepper plants. There's the orange bell peppers and the red Ozark Giant. Those, and then I also planted some seed out of the little small bell peppers that are, well, I don't know if you call them bell peppers or sweet pepper. We bought some at Walmart to eat a while back, and I just took the seeds out of them and planted them, and they came up. So I got to repot those, the yellow, orange, and red ones. I hope they do really well, because I really like those. Take a peek in here. But we're taking a bunch of these to church tonight. Give them to the folks there. We have a lot of folks in our church that love to garden. And I've got plants here I need to get set out in some pots on that patio over there. I'm trying to get that done today too. And my yarrow is doing really good. It's coming on up. I got to pull some of those out and put them in a bigger pot. But yeah, I've got to get in here in a little while and water those that I repotted. Got a mess out here. But it's hard to do anything without making a mess. I'll throw those away. But our wisteria, for the first time, is blooming. We've had that wisteria planted. This is the 3rd year. And when we first planted it, it just grew, I mean, crazy. And I don't think one of them is going to bloom. The biggest one, I don't know what the deal is with it. But I see one bloom on it. Maybe a couple. I don't know if we're going to get any blooms or not. But this one finally got some blooms. But this stuff just grows like crazy. Pot the stuff starting to grow in there, looking pretty. Same thing over here. And I'm getting ready to plant this in a little while. And of course, they're starting to fill in pretty good. But yeah, we got the wisteria draping down these slats here. I got a feeling this stuff could go all the way across this roof here, but in my hibiscus out here, they're doing pretty good. We had a cold, windy night over the weekend, and it didn't do these hibiscus any good. We covered them up the next night, and they're gonna be okay. I got that bacopa in there. The hibiscus is not even blooming right now. And we got a dogwood down at the end of the place there. One over here. One over here. Yeah, it's a little bit hazy today. But getting back to the hibiscus, they're sort of a peachy color, which that's one of the wedding colors. And this one's kind of open. There. I hope they'll be pretty for the wedding. But bringing in all the wedding colors there. And I'm going to plant in here that peach colored moss rose, portulaca around the edge. And then I have some purplish blue lobelia. It's going to go in the middle, and then some white verbena. It'll go in here. And we'll do 2 pots like that. And then those metal pots, I've got some, think of the name of it. Lanamum. I think that's how it's pronounced. But it's just a light green leaf that has a purple bloom on it. So I've got some of those. Wow, that's some of the bachelor buttons around in the back. Wow. And a bunch of stuff I pulled out around this flower bed. My dahlias, some of those are coming up. We had covered. There's a pretty good size one there. Over here is another one. Yeah, there's several of them. I was going to uncover all this week, but I don't know. Friday night, they're sitting in the 30s. I'm just a little reluctant to uncover them. And this bed's looking pretty. I put a few of the Dusty Millers kind of scattered around in there to give a little touch of white. But I think one of my little doggies stepped on one of those petunias, so I see a branch of it broken off. That's going to have to stop. Dogs and cats, sometimes, I don't know. And my pansies are just getting bigger and prettier every day. Nice size blooms on them. And that little maple tree, getting really pretty. And of course, there's that dogwood, and yeah, let's walk over this way. Look down the way here. We got dogwoods down in there. They're kind of scattered around. Oh yeah, pretty. Lots of them down in there. Yeah, some over that way. You can barely see. All down through there. Love dogwoods. Yeah. Alright, well, I'm going to show y'all this before we... I just hope our weather doesn't get so bad that it does tear up plants and everything, but alrighty, well, I'm gonna go this time, and hope y'all enjoy this. And if you are not a subscriber, would love you to subscribe to this channel. I'm gonna try to be a little more frequent in making the videos. Been really busy trying to get things done around here. Sometimes it's a little difficult to get out and make these, but I'll show you that hydrangea real quick. They're doing really good. Yes. Yeah, everything along here is doing very, very well. Gotta get the yard mowed though. Try to get that done today before get too much rain. Makes the grass grow faster. Okay, well, thanks a lot for watching, and hope to see y'all in the next video. Bye for now.